Thank you. Jimmy is here again from Melody Resources. Thank you. So today, in this aspect of this presentation, I'm going to introduce you to the back-end solution. Remember, we have talked about the front-end solution. If you have not, watched our video on the front-end solution, please do so, because we have our retail solution are being, segmented into the front end and the back end. So in this presentation, we are going to look at the back end solution. I did mention that the back end solution is the most important, aspect of this solution, because that is where a lot of other modules are being put together to form a complete solution. So again, I'm going to sign in as the administrator so that I can have access to every aspect of the solution. So I'm just giving in my password and then I sign in. Okay, so this is how the back-end solution look like. iClass Business Manager Advanced. So what are those things that this back-end solution can do? Yeah, number one, it will allow items import from Excel file. You cannot do that at the front end solution. Is only at this back end, the business manager solution, that you can import items, from Excel file into the solution. Okay, then here also you can send customer statement via email to customers. You can do so many things here. And let me also emphasize once again that in this back-end solution or the business manager solution, you can carry out quite a lot of activities. You can stay here and control everything that happens at the front end. I did mention that the back-end solution usually serve as a server, as the central management solution, where you can stay and monitor all the activities that happens at the front end solution. Okay, so business manager solution, is a detachable matching part of the retail business package, that serves as both the server as well as the back-end reporting and analyzing zone. So this is the zone where we have a lot of analysis. As you can see, we have the actions. If you click it, you have the logout, the backup, the restore, the SMS. So you can stay here and send SMS to customers, to clients, data export if you want to export, item into the solution, import data from old version and exit. So we also have the user. So you can stay here and create users for the front end solution. That was what I was talking earlier, that if you want to restrict access, or create some certain permission or authorization on the front end solution, you can, do that from the back end. And the back end is usually at the head office. If you have multiple locations or multiple branches, what you do is you locate the front end across each of those locations, while you keep the back end solution at the head office, because that is where you are going to control and have access to and see, just monitor and manage every activities across those locations. Here you also have the setup. So you can also stay here and set up different branches, set up, different activities. As you can see, most of these things are the things that we found in the front end. And then there are so many of them too that are not in the front end. So everything that you don't have in the front end, you have them here at the back end. Of course, it's a POS setting. This actually talk about, so you can also stay here and even access, each screen across different location by just, if you choose the POS screen, and then the information on that screen will come. Of course, we can't have that now because we have not yet set up the system properly. And then you also have the production module in the backend. You have the inventory module in the backend, where everything that has to do with inventory, they are listed here. Then you have the purchase module, the purchasing, for the procurement, for the procurement unit or the procurement department. You have the information here. And then you also have the sales, another sales module at the back end. Now, what does this sales module do is this. for businesses that, sells to both B2C and B2B, that is, you handle both B2C and B2B. Remember, your retail points, your front end maybe are dealing directly with the customer. So at the back end, you can also have certain categories of customers that you are tending to. Those may be, your corporate customers, the third-party customers, and any other business partners. So we have integrated another sales modules whereby you can also create sales discount, sales order, sales invoice for them. And you can also stay here and also control even the sales activities across different locations. If you want to set up a sales discount, you can set up a sales discount here from the back end, and then with your internet and everything, that is going to synchronize across all other locations. You can also stay here and get report, both group report as a business group and also report from across each location, And then we also have the accounting module, and then the report on the accounting, the statistics report, order report, data control, help, everything that you need, in a solution for a retail business, for a production business, for a manufacturing business, we have them here. And it is also here that you are actually going to conduct the admin setup component. We have the admin setup. The admin setup is incorporated to set up the company information, the client and customer information, vendor and supplier information, business branches, warehouse, user information, assign permission to users, and so on. So you do that here, under the user, and the setup. Then we also have the sales analysis reporting. Like I mentioned, is incorporated for generating daily sales, report by date, range, cashier items, various payment method, cash pool, POS, bank transfer, bank deposit, generating back-end electronic invoice, quite a lot of other reports, that you can get here. So that is, the function. And then here you can see here, we have only one outlet, at the front end. If we were to have more than one, let's say we have 3, 4, 5 outlets, as many outlets as we have, they will all appear here. So you can always on real time, know what each location is selling. We can also customize it to even know their expenses, whatever information you need. We created this particular dashboard so that we can, input all those information. Here can carry as many branches as possible, that you have. So you right here, you can sit down centrally and begin to see their sales activities. Here you have sales item for today. What are those items? Top 20 sales item for today. So across all the allocation, what are the top 20 sales items that each location is selling? You can access that here. And here's a failed data synchronization. Is there any outlet, that are yet, or maybe due to internet issue, they are yet to synchronize with the location? You can see that outlet here. And then quickly you can put a call through and get whatever issues they have resolved. Okay, so coming here, of course, here is also where you can add the home. You can change password. You can also assign users. You can create client, create supplier, chart of account, different chart of account that you want to have. GS statement, client statement, supplier statement, post expenses, create item stock, whatever information that you need, you can always handle here. So this is the back end solution. So you need the back end, you need the front end for you to have a complete solution, Remember, you also need to, put some certain level of control over what your team is doing at the front end. Your sales team, your sales supervisor, everybody at the front end, you need to monitor their activities, and you can do that effectively from the back end. So thank you so much, for this opportunity to show you this presentation. Very free to, reach out to us. We are here to hear from you, and we are also open, to make a much more wider and free presentation to you. Thank you so much, and God bless.